My name is Adrian Robinson, and you tune in to one-on-one interviews with Kana. I'm an international swimmer. I swim for Team Botswana, but I compete here at Tux with Rocco Myring. So I don't plan on studying. I'm actually an estate agent for PAM building properties. I don't have the intention of studying. I'm just going to be working and pursuing that career. I've always had a thing for investing and entrepreneurship, and I think the best place to be for investing in properties is the estate agency, which is PAM building. So I went there and they offered me a full status position, and there I've been working there for a few months now and doing well. Yes. Yeah, so I plan on swimming for the next few years. Obviously, my main event will be in 2024 at the Olympics. I'm building up to that now. Otherwise, Olympics next year, I'm as well trying to qualify. So it's just basically seeing what happens now until then. Yes, absolutely. We have a few competitions leading up to the Olympic trials. We're leaving for Amsterdam in about a week's time, so we're going to be competing there, trying to see what we need to improve on leading up to the Olympic trials in about 5 months' time, to know where we're at, what part of our training we need to work on, and that's one of the galas we will be competing at, as well another competition in Durban in February, which is 2 months leading up to Olympic trials, just that last little build up to the Olympic trials, getting ready for the Olympics basically. So we would know the last Olympic trials qualifying would be in April in Durban. Basically after that there's no other qualifying times, so that's why we're leading up so competitively and intensely leading up to April for those Olympic trials. I'm finding it quite difficult, but I think things are starting to fall into place. Swimming takes up a lot of time. We're in the gym a couple hours a week, and as well swimming we're in the pool 4 hours a day. So definitely finding that recovery time to our competitive level that we need is getting quite difficult, but I think things are starting to fall into place and find that balance between working and being able to compete internationally as well. So it's slowly getting there, but I think it should be perfect by the time we get to Olympic trials, yes. So obviously I lived in Botswana, where it's quite hot, so we spend most of our summer days, or even the winter days were quite hot, in the swimming pool, and I guess I just fell in love with it. Coming home every day from school and I'd dive in the swimming pool, play around, and I think I just fell in love with it sort of thing. And I swam my first gala at around 6 years old, so I noticed my talent was there at a young age, and I think it just started to build on, leading up to my success now and where I am now. So yeah, it's all started from that young age. My greatest achievements, I would say in 2018 we went to Algiers for Junior African Games. I got a bronze medal in my main event there, so I was quite happy about that. As well, this year we went to All African Games and I came 7th, which is as well, I was quite happy with it, knowing that I'm not at my peak level yet, which I'll only be in about 4 years' time. So I'm quite happy to see the path that I'm on, and my success will hopefully be there in 4 years' time as I peak at that time, yes. Greatest challenges are outside of the pool, definitely having that recovery and social life. I think, as I said, swimming takes up so much time, and being able to socialize and basically everything else revolves around your pool time, revolves around your recovery time. It's quite important in the sport, so it's quite a struggle when you want to have that social life that other students or your peers have outside of the pool. Yeah, so a few days leading up to the competition, I'll visualize my races. In the night, I'll visualize my races. I'll wake up, I'll visualize. But on race day, I distract myself. I'm talking with my friends, I'm making jokes. I try and not think about the race too much. It just builds my stress up, it makes my muscles tense. So I try not to think about my race, otherwise it's going to overthink the race on the race day and turn out not to be the greatest outcome I expect. So it's really about distracting myself on race day and visualizing, preparing up to the competition starts. I've always been a breaststroke at heart. I'm decent at the other strokes, but breaststroke is my go-to. Throughout the years, I've decreased my events, specializing in more and more breaststroke races. Obviously, I was a freestyler, butterfly. At a young age, you're kind of an all-round swimmer until you get older and you start specializing in those races. So it's right now at that point where I'm specializing in the 50 and 100 breaststroke and kind of forgetting about the other events. Obviously, I'll still train them, but when I come to competing, those are my most dominant races in the pool. I've always had a thing for volleyball. Yes, so I've been a volleyball player quite a long time in my life. Until 2017 when I went to World Champs, just before World Champs, a few months before my swimming coach, asked me to stop volleyball to focus on swimming. So obviously that was the last time I played volleyball, but I've always loved team sports, and volleyball was always my favorite sport, the favorite thing to do outside of swimming. And I competed quite high level in volleyball as well, so I quite enjoyed it a lot, yeah. I always had success with swimming, and I think I've been doing it most of my life. I see a future in it. I see going to the Olympics and qualifying for swimming. Volleyball is very competitive. You need the height, you need the jump. I have the jump, just not the height, obviously. So it was quite competitive making teams that side, but swimming has always been there for me, and even though it's an individual sport, it's also a team sport as well, which I love to do. So swimming definitely caters for all the needs that volleyball did have. I don't think I've got talents outside of swimming. If I think about it, people have asked me, I don't really know. There's little things that obviously I'm good at outside of the pool and whatnot, but nothing special. Like I know some people can put their leg behind their neck, but I can't do anything like that, no.
Or like rap some song in under 1 minute or anything.
Exactly, no, I can't freestyle rap or anything like that, no ways. No, absolutely not. I think my main focus is 2024. Obviously, I'm going to try my hardest to make 2020. It's part of the plan. We have lead-ups building up to this Olympic trials. And I think it's honestly a big motivation watching my teammates Tatiana and Kayleen go to the Olympics. They both made finals at the World Champs now in South Korea, and I watched them live, and it was honestly such an inspiration and motivation. So I think all that just builds up to all the future competitions that lie ahead. As I said, 2024 is the main focus, and that's where I'll be at my peak age for competing against the best. So right now, all the competitions leading up, it's experience, it's building my motivation, and I think it's the perfect path for me. I think swimming is an amazing sport, how we build relationships outside the pool. Obviously, 5 minutes before the race, we in our zone, but outside the pool, we all good mates and all that. So I've got a few friends coming here that I've been competing against internationally. They're going to be competing at Tux next year. So I compete against them internationally, but when we're in the pool, obviously I'm not your friend. Like, this is it. Whoever gets to the wall first that's what the goal is. But after the race is done, we shake hands, and I think that's what it is. I definitely think Rocco's improved my speed as well as my endurance work, which is both very important for the 50 and 100. So it's definitely improved my races by far in the past year, and I just see good things coming with training, and that will benefit my competitive and racing with my events. Trust the journey. It's all going to be in it for the long run, and it's definitely worth it. If something doesn't happen now, just keep pushing. You'll get there one day.